message there, and I had to constantly remember, oh yeah, it's irrelevant. Oh yeah, it's irrelevant. So I just wanted to click on it and make it go away. Either top right, Oxyacety as purple. Oh yeah. Shit, I'm adding the N again. Oxyacety. Ugh. Oxyacety versus NoisE. You know what? I should just have a new policy. Like, whenever I see a word I don't know, I'm gonna go to Google Translate, I'm gonna type in the word, and I'm gonna have the nice lady sound it out for me. And however she says it, that is how I am going to say it. I'm pretty sure Google Translate has that function to pronounce words for me. I kind of really want to do that, so I know how to pronounce his name. And honestly, it won't be the right name. And I know it won't be the right name, but then I'll just have an excuse. It's like, oh, but that's what she said, so can't argue with that. Alright. So, Gateway for Oxyacety and NoisE will be going for the out-of-base supply depot and barracks, making a forward wall to guard the fast expansion. Doesn't want to have to deal with reverse ramp. Good decision. Oh, here we go. Here we go. How do I pronounce it? Where is... There we go.
Oxyacety. Oxyacety.
Oxyacety! That doesn't look like Oxyacety at all!
Oxyacety.
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 I can't pronounce it still, damn it! I don't know what she's saying. Alright, one more time.
Oxyacety.
You know what? New change of plans. I'm using it as a soundboard. Whenever I need to talk about,
Oxyacety.
I'm just gonna let her do it for me. That is the plan. I like this plan a lot. This is some quality StarCraft casting right here. I do not hear Oxyacety, but alright. Oxyacety? It does not sound like Oxyacety to me. Alright. So, we have
Oxyacety.
getting his range. First Dragoon's out, and second Dragoon's on the way. Really shouldn't be too much of an issue for NoisE here. Repositioning his barracks. Is that so that he can get Marines to spawn on the right side? Normally you want Marines to spawn on the left side so that they're safe, but apparently he's planning on going for another pretty big attack. And once again, I gotta clear out my Skype cache. Alright. Alright then, cool. So, getting the machine shop, getting a second factory now. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Wait, did you spell it wrong? You didn't spell it wrong. No. No, it's fine, man. Don't worry about it. The nice lady told us how to pronounce it. And it might not have been the way I thought it was pronounced. Might not have been the way you thought it was pronounced. Might not have been the way that
Oxyacety.
thought it was pronounced. But it's the correct way. Because Google's never wrong. Ever. About anything. Google Translate is infallible. It's just the way it is. No, you did good. You did good the first time, man. Alright. So, we do have NoisE. He's still going for that kind of... He's going for a stronger push, again, but it's a different kind of stronger push. This time involving a second factory and really just churning out the tanks. Already has 2 out with 2 more queued up. So this is looking pretty strong here. Yeah, definitely very strong, because he doesn't have the command center started. So this is just a 2-fact that
Oxyacety
has already scouted out. Wouldn't we do? He's going for an expansion anyway after scouting it out, and that's fine as long as you can hold it. He just needs to be really focusing on constant goon production, because if he misses a round of goons, then he's going to be in a lot of trouble here. All right. So, pretty good micro from
Oxyacety
as he's able to take out a lot of the Marines here. Only a couple left, and there should be 2 more tanks coming up. Or not? Did he cancel the tanks? Yo, those tanks had like at least halfway done. He canceled them? Oh no, he didn't. Nope, they're here. Okay. Good. We have the 2 tanks, but now we're attacking the Dragoons up the high ground, still trying to get anything to just distract from attacking the tanks, and it works for a little bit, but with no mines, he's gonna have, excuse me, no mines and no siege mode, NoisE is gonna have a really hard time getting up that ramp. Oh boy, that probe, it was so lucky for a second there, and then it died. Alright. So, pulling like 2 probes, not going to do anything, but really doesn't matter. If he loses those 2 probes, it's in the same position where he's, or not the same position, but he's going to be in a position where he's just so ridiculously ahead of the turn, it doesn't matter. It's just completely fine if he sacrifices a couple probes. Yes. Yes, Blind Gerard. I like your style, man. Blind Gerard gets it. He's thinking. Alright. So, NoisE's command center will be done in a little bit here. Where, excuse me, where
Oxyacety
has been up for quite a while now. And it's a really nice saturation. It's going to be a pretty hard hole for NoisE to dig himself out of here. And wouldn't be surprised to see a third, there we go, to see a third expo from
Oxyacety,
as he can really just afford to do it. NoisE is not going to be attacking anytime soon, I wouldn't think. He lost his initial push, and his initial push was quite strong, but he doesn't really have the economy to keep reproducing it. Now getting a bit of a quick armory here. Alright. That's fine. Getting upgrades will be nice and trying to hold off. Luckily for NoisE, like, this game started out rather badly, but this is probably the best map with the best positions he could be in. He really wants to be cross, so he doesn't have to deal with attacks from
Oxyacety
coming too quickly. And once you take up a high ground position here, it's very easy to take a third. Like, this is one of the absolute easiest maps to take a third that does not have a straight up back door. So, NoisE just needs to not die. He needs to not die, and if he can get up to 3 bases, it won't matter that he's behind economically. That's of course assuming that
Oxyacety
doesn't just like expand 5 times, then obviously the economic deficit matters. But if Oxyacety, oh shit, if
Oxyacety
only gets this expansion up or just 1 more, then NoisE will be perfectly fine on 3 bases. That's fine for a Terran to be in. Oh, damn it. So, eBay for NoisE, and now the Academy. pretty late detection here. NoisE just kind of crossing his fingers that his opponent wasn't going to DT rush him. And he wasn't, so it's fine. We now have the Citadel. Most likely for legs. He did get some Templars last time. What are the... I heard siege tanks attacking. I really did. But I didn't know if they were attacking. So, no, as I said, NoisE seems to be following the plan that I sketched out of use this really exploitable cliff, siege up here. Probably want to take this siege tank, put it in the back, but whatever. Take this exploitable cliff. Take a nice quick third. Oh, it was these two siege tanks firing at the pylon that was blocking the command center. Found it. All right. So yeah, taking the nice quick third, and then hoping that
Oxyacety
either doesn't expand 5 times or doesn't bust him. And it's looking a little bit too late to go for a bust. So he just needs Protoss to not expand 5 times. We do have expansion bottom right. A little bit interesting. This map isn't perfectly divided between the 4 corners, so it's a little bit easier for NoisE to get over to bottom right than it would be for him to get to top left. Ever so slightly. And especially considering that
Oxyacety
took the bottom left expansion at the bottom right and not the top right one at the bottom right. That'd be a little bit safer. It's kind of interesting that he's deciding to do this. Potentially, it could be so that he can just cannon the shit out of here, and then he doesn't have to worry about vulture harass at either this non-existent base or this base. Well, NoisE's adding on some more factories. Really going to be getting into the swing of things pretty quickly here. Already has a science facility in his starport, although we don't see any science vessels quite yet. Should be getting arbiters pretty soon here. We, excuse me,
Oxyacety
did delay the arbiters a bit. Wait until 4 bases. Ooh, dang it. Did he catch those probes in transfer? Yeah, he had to have caught the probes in transfer. That's quite nice. 1, 1, 2, 2. It's at 8 kills, right? 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 doesn't add up to 8. Anyway, not important. Do have a couple more probes transferring then, so he will actually get the full transfer he wanted. And the Arbiter Tribunal is done, getting stasis immediately. And getting the first Arbiter out. Do have a little bit of mind clearing here. Because NoisE was forced to be so passive, that included being passive with the vultures. And while that's kind of the cardinal sin you can commit TVP to not have active vultures, in this case it might have been the right decision. Because that pretty much up until now, he was just scared that he was going to die. But now he doesn't have to fear. He doesn't have to fear the attack. He can start to get a little bit more aggressive with the vultures. Before his first push comes out. Which should be in a little bit here. I imagine once 1-1 finishes, he'll move out. Should be at about 170 supply. Nice, healthy supply for him. Alright. Do have a little bit of a stare down between NoisE and
Oxyacety
across this ridge. It's just gonna be obviously going to be extremely hard for
Oxyacety.
to make progress. It's just not going to happen coming up here. NoisE going in the other direction? Potentially. Potentially. It's also worth pointing out that whoever said that
Oxyacety.
was a real word was lying to me, because Google Translate says it's not a real word. So yeah. Boom, take that. Oh man. In all my years of casting, and it actually has been years now. In all my years of casting, this is the best idea I've ever had. Like, straight up. I'm so happy about this. Like, I was pretty miserable rolling out of bed into my computer chair to get ready for the cast way too goddamn early in the morning. But if I can come up with brilliant ideas like this, maybe I should be doing morning casts more often. Or early morning casts. I always do morning casts. Alright. So, Arbiters are out, Science Vessel's out, and NoisE is going to be making his first push.
Oxyacety.
Kind of backed up a bit. And I don't know why he allowed NoisE to get the high ground, but NoisE will be engaging now. He's not sieged up with all of his units. Oh dear, he is not only not sieged up, but not his vultures. The vultures are in the wrong position! Allowing the Zealots to do way too much damage here, and
Oxyacety.
is going to have to back up. But there was so much damage done to those tanks that just should not have happened. That's the kind of battle that you expect to be an overwhelming victory for Terran, but man, NoisE with the terrible positioning. Maybe it was intentional for
Oxyacety.
to back up and allow NoisE to get half on the cliff, half off the cliff. But we'll be continuing the battle. Units coming out of stasis as the Dragoons are pushing forward, trying to take out a lot of these undefended tanks. There is somewhat of a spread to the Goons, so they don't do that horribly to tanks, but that tank line is just simply too deep. Oh man, we do have 3-2. That is 3-2 coming up for NoisE relatively soon. So once that happens, his tanks are at full power, and just the unstoppable beasts that everybody knows that they are. Oh, yet again, nice storms. Just constantly
Oxyacety.
has been able to get great storms in this series. Man, I really need to just map that to a hotkey now, so I can hit a button instead of clicking. Alright. Alright. Looks like NoisE is finally going to win this fight. Or not. With reinforcements coming in, maybe NoisE won't quite be able to win this. And he has lost all of his supply down to just 100. Compared to the 161 of...
Oxyacety.
And it's... Oh, NoisE. So is the life of Terran, I guess. One pretty dang bad engagement, and it might just cost him the game right there. I guess it doesn't completely cost him the game. He was playing from a deficit to begin with, but that one engagement might be the sealer. I like the gateway placement. It's pretty cool. Spreading them out just a little bit so that none of them, excuse me, so that we don't have Dragoons blocked in. It's nice. Alright, 3-2 for Terran, 2-2 for Protoss. Terran with the upgrade advantage. Where are the forges? Oh, there they are. Getting 3 attack now. Quite nice. Ooh, Science Vessel. Oh, I was gonna say the Science Vessel is looking for an EMP, but it actually doesn't have enough energy for EMP. Just using it as a scout, I guess. going for the snipe? Going for the snipe? Nice. And not even taking any damage on the goons. That's not... Oh, well, there we go. It took a little bit of damage on one goon. That wasn't shield damage, but that's fine. We do have...
Oxyacety.
Back at maxed. NoisE. Up to a healthy 160. But he cannot afford to make the same mistake twice in a row. He really just needs to find a good engagement here. Maybe it'd be best to not go up here. It looks like NoisE is not going up there. Alright, like that decision, NoisE. Me and NoisE, man. This series, we're on the same wavelength here. Not gonna go up that ramp. Just ignore it. Instead, going to head to the right and attack some Protoss expansions. Because Protoss, as I said, Protoss kind of took the weird expansion. If he had gone up here, that wouldn't be as much of an option for NoisE. But instead, we do have NoisE threatening a base. Meanwhile,
Oxyacety.
he's going to go for a little bit of the counterattack, trying to catch NoisE a bit out of position, but I think NoisE is not out of position at all. I think NoisE has... Well, I thought he had quite nice position because of how the tanks were extended back there, but...
Oxyacety.
With an excellent decision in where he wanted to stasis here, and getting some good stasis, hitting 3 tanks a pop. And that's going to be a win for...
Oxyacety.
No GG! No GG, and we have a tied up series yet again. NoisE is going to have to come down to the wire to stay in his own tournament as we move into game 3 of the best of 3.